I want to do a little intro. This is the newest piece of equipment that I've added. Not the newest in year, but most recent purchased. It's a Caterpillar D4H TSK. Cat made these late 80s through the mid 90s. Didn't make very many of them. I think about 320 over the year range, with some options that changed in there. They switched from the 3204 to a 3304 engine along the way. This one has a 3304 rated a little bit higher horsepower. This is a precursor to a 517 that they've came out with in more recent years. I'm going to give you a little walk around. This machine's got the 6-way blade. A little bit different setup up here than John Deere, with having these slides here rather than John Deere setup with the big knuckle down there on the bottom. High track with a little bit different setup. It's offset more to the rear than a typical dozer. I do that to get you some more track out the back, so you don't try to pull a wheelie as much pulling a turner logs. This machine's got 22-inch wide grousers. I may end up going to a wider track on down the road. Single arch grapple. It's a 180-degree turn, not a 360, but once you get used to them, they're all right. Still got a winch. I didn't really want one unless it had a winch on it. That's what kind of shied me away from the swing booms with the places that we go. This machine, I haven't even pulled a log with it yet. We're been kind of rained out here, and it just got here a couple days ago, and I went over it and did a few things to it. Put a new muffler on it. Got a new top hat for the air filter, and changed some hydraulic fittings and stuff. And just going over it and getting it ready for whenever we do go to it. I'm wanting to use this thing not as a primary skidder, but to complement the grapple skidder that we're running for getting logs out of tricky spots and building roads, and just as a backup machine a little bit. I'll take you up here in the cab portion. Got your operator seat. I gotta get a new armrest for that side. I haven't got to that yet. Pretty basic gauge layout up front. Key. Gauges. The fuel gauge even works on this thing. It's got right at 4,600 hours, actually 45,950. Your main brake, the deaccelerator pedal, hand throttle, 3-speed power shift, forward, reverse, your safety lock, steering brakes, your blade control, winch control right here, grapple control. This is backwards from the John Deere skidder, where that is up, that is down. This is still open and closed, and to rotate you twist it. I'm gonna have to need to oil that or something. It's kind of stiff, but decent visibility. You can see both corners of your blade. You know, all these screens and stuff in here kind of make it a little trickier to see out of, but you'll want them when it comes time to run through the woods. This, as you can see, is an open ROPS machine, no heat and air, which heat and air would be nice, but by the same token, for what I'll be using this for, not a big deal. Wired up with lights, they all work. Not that I will plan on using them much, but the possibility is there. But I'm hoping next week to get to running this thing. The ground's pretty wet here. The frost just came out of the ground. And I'm going to try to get back to it, pluck out some logs with this thing, set them out for the skidder. That way, whenever the ground gets right for running that, we can. But just want to give you guys a general overview of this thing. Not a lot of them out there. Not many people have seen them. I've never pulled a log with one. This is the first one that I've ever seen. Nobody around here has ever seen them, ran them. Nobody that I know anyway, so a little bit of an experiment here. And we're going to try it, see how it does. Thanks. Have a good one.